Hi everyone. So I just wanted to give you a quick introduction to EFT and how it works. So EFT is also known as emotional freedom technique or tapping, and it's known as that because we tap on parts of the body that are connected to meridian lines, which are these energy lines that run through the body. Now with EFT they just believe that sometimes if we have emotions that we're storing in the body or negative thought patterns that are attached to emotions that trigger emotions in the body, this creates a blockage in our energy system, and this is what can create disease in the body, and making us feel unwell. It can lower our immune system, so it's just really important for us to clear through those emotions that we carry every day. You know, in this line of work, obviously we can a lot of stress can build up under the surface. Sometimes we're having to obviously be very patient with people, looking after other people's well-being a lot, and maybe not always checking in with how we're feeling or having an opportunity to do that or the tools to do that. So this is what EFT can provide for you. So you can do this at any time really. You know, it doesn't matter if you have to repeat the video. It can just make you feel better, and give yourself an opportunity to really clear the system, clear the thought streams, and make yourself feel more calm and at ease. So I'm just going to show you how it works in a moment, but first it's just really important that before you do any of the EFT videos that you watch this instructional video first, that you make sure that if you have got any underlying health conditions or you're not sure, you can just speak to your GP first and say, is EFT for me? Or if you're working with another therapist, is EFT okay for me to use? It's a very, very gentle practice, but it can bring emotions to the surface. And some people might find that more difficult to deal with. So, you know, if you're worried about that, maybe use meditation instead. It's totally up to you. But I found that it actually works in a way that is gentle but cleansing and powerful, and really actually helps if you are somebody that struggles with stress and difficult emotions. If you have, like, say, an underlying illness like diabetes, or if you've got epilepsy, for instance, and relaxing might trigger that for you, then it might be handy to have somebody in the next room that knows what you're doing, just so that they can support you with that. Afterwards, it's really important to give yourself a little bit of time and space to process. Sometimes emotions can come up later. Don't worry about that, it's fine. Let your body do what it needs to do, because often, you know, we might have a good cry and feel better afterwards, or we might, you know, get it out of our bodies, and that's what your body's trying to do. So that's really important that you let yourself have that time and, you know, give yourself permission to do that, because quite often we feel guilty about feeling those things when it's a natural thing that our body just needs to do to process and feel better. Afterwards as well, it's important that you drink plenty of water, keep that energy flowing. Water's a really great way to support us with that, and it also is obviously helping our immune system as well. Okay, so with tapping, what we do is we start with this point here. Now you can work down either side of your body, and you're going to use these three fingers on either side to tap on this point first. So it's between the little finger and the wrist, this fleshy part here. Okay, and we're just tapping on there. And as we do this, I will say statements. And the idea is that you kind of repeat those statements as I'm saying them. You're repeating after me as we're tapping on that point. So I might say things like, even though I'm not feeling very happy right now, it's still okay to like myself. Okay, and you would just repeat that, and then we would breathe in and out just to feel that. And the idea is that even though things are going on around us, we can still come to this acceptance within us, which helps us to feel calmer, that we're all right with that actually, or it's not so bad. And that's reprogramming those negative thoughts that might be going on in the mind and breaking that cycle there. Okay, and if you can't tap physically, you can get someone with clean hands to tap on you if you want to, whilst you listen to the video or repeat those phrases. You can literally just tap and listen to what I'm saying. Or you can just listen to the video, because even sometimes it's very powerful just to watch someone tapping and listen to the video if you're too overwhelmed to do all of those things. Just watching it allows you to connect in, and that in itself is a very powerful experience. So there's lots of ways you can do this at your own level and your own pace. So once we've done those 3 phrases here, we do some breathing techniques, and then we move on to the different tapping points in the body, and I will say different things. So I might say these feelings of unease. This is our first tapping point here. You go up the nose to the point of the eyebrow, the inner eyebrow, and we just start tapping there, and I'll be saying things that you repeat. Then we go to the outer eyebrow, outside the eye here, underneath the eye, underneath the nose, above the lip, underneath the lip here, the bottom lip, and in between the chin, there's a little dip there. On the collarbone, now it's quite low down, it's like that hard bit, so probably further down than you realise, on that breastbone there. Underneath the arm, okay, in line with your chest. And on the top of the crown of your head. Now you can go in a little circle around here, because there's lots of points on the top of your head to hit that will help to let that energy flow. And it feels quite nice actually, it's like a little massage for the head. Okay, and that's it. Okay, it may look overcomplicated at first, please don't worry about it. It's very easy to follow along and just watch what I'm doing and just do the best you can with it. You know, there's no expectation to have it absolutely perfect. You know, like I said, just listening to the video alone has its own power. So just follow along as best you can. The more you practice, obviously, the better you get, and you can watch videos over and over. If they're making you feel better, you can repeat those as needed. Okay, so that's it for the instructional video. Take care and look out for future videos that will help you with your well-being. Thank you. Bye.